Joining us to explain exactly what is happening here, Lieutenant Tara Crescenzi of the Florida Highway Patrol. Thank you very much for being here, Lieutenant. Appreciate it. All right, I want to understand what is going on. Are these warnings and advice, or more speeding tickets, or both?
So this is a joint operation with local law enforcement partners here for the Southeast. And like we like to express is that it's not just always about a speeding citation. It could be even a warning. A lot of it's about education and being able to have a conversation with a motorist about the dangers about being behind the wheel and obviously at an extensive rate of speed.
You say it could even be about a warning, but a lot of this is going to be about tickets, right?
Well, when we're looking at speeds, over 100, it's hard to be able to say that's a warning. Now,
I agree.
If you're talking about doing, 70 and a 55, maybe that can be an educational conversation. So it really depends on the speed, but also about the driving conditions at that time. Are they weaving out of traffic, making improper lane changes? And we want to express the importance of not only slowing your speed down, but being patient.
And you make the point that even just showing up leads people to reduce their speeds, right? I mean, when you get a little sign on Waze that says police ahead, you immediately slow down, or someone improperly, they're not supposed to do this, flashes their lights coming the other way. Everyone knows the cops are out. You got to reduce your speed.
Absolutely. Or if they see our red and blue lights on the side of the roadway where we are doing enforcement efforts on our interstates and state roads, that can also bring down those speeds as well.
Look, it's nice to say go 55, but people aren't going to do that, right? I mean, there has to be some recognition about the realistic opportunities when it comes to speeding.
And of course, we're targeting these high rate of speeds. Like earlier when it was advised that, since 2020, we're looking at people going over 100 miles per hour. That's where a lot of our target is for those aggressive drivers and those high rates of speed.
And so over 100 happening a lot? I mean, because you're right. That's a different game, right? I'm in the, more in the 80 and a 65, 75 and a 55 guy. And I'm getting nervous about driving in Florida now because of what you're doing. It sounds like you're telling me that you're focusing more on the worse actors, the ones literally going over 100 who are endangering everybody.
So a lot of our joint enforcement, of course, with the Southeast, we're talking about Florida, Alabama, Georgia, South Carolina, and Tennessee. We're looking at the interstates and the state roads. Now, of course, we're doing enforcement efforts everywhere for this week operation, but that's where we're seeing those high rates of speed where people are going 30 to even 50 over the posted speed limit, and the survivability of a crash. You're looking at serious bodily injury and perhaps deadly consequences.
Absolutely. And I love the idea that you guys are warning teens about texting. That's something that they have to learn about. So you see a teen who's texting, pull them over to give them more of a warning than a citation, or maybe both.
It depends on the situation. If they almost cause a crash, that might warrant a citation. But of course, if, law enforcement's driving next to them and sees that they're on their phone and they're not paying attention to the roadway, that could be educational. And that's why we always try to express to motorists, especially teens, during the summer travel period, is to if you have a passenger, let them be your GPS, let them answer that call, let them respond to the text. We need to keep your eyes and your mind on the roadway.
All right, Lieutenant, you've convinced me. All right. I was skeptical coming into this. I was thinking we might have to have a debate on this, and I was going to say, come on, stop going out there and enforcing all these tickets. But it sounds to me like, on the whole, what you're doing is very productive, important, as so much of what police do every day is. So, Lieutenant,
thank you so much, Dan.
Thank you for coming on the program. Really appreciate it.
Absolutely. And travel safely.
I will, and I will try not to speed. But, I mean, come on, 75 and a 55. Thank you for watching. Go to newsnationnow.com to find NewsNation on your cable provider. And don't forget to click the red subscribe button below to get more of NewsNation's fact-driven, unbiased coverage.